right, you know all that stuff cluttering up your closets, your attic, your garage? You've got it, I've got it, my mother's got some of my stuff. We all wonder if those little knickknacks that we've collected, maybe they're worth hanging on to because maybe they're more than just junk. Well, maybe we have an answer for you this morning. Reyne Haines is an appraiser, joining us this morning with some tips on how we can know whether or not it is a trash or a treasure. Which is great, because a lot of people would like to say, if it's not a treasure, I'm trashing it.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
we'll do a little spring cleaning in the process and hopefully make you some money. And this has really become big business for a lot of people.
It really has. It most definitely has. You know, there's a lot of things in your home that people think of as trash, which is somebody else's treasure. And so what we're here to talk about today is a little bit of some of the things that you may have laying around the garage or the basement that you may not have any thoughts of and that you can make some money on.
And a lot of these are things that people had as kids. So we start off here with Barbie dolls. We've been hearing so much about Barbie because she turns 50 this year.
That's right.
She looks fantastic.
She really does.
And she could probably bring you a little bit of money.
She really could. There are a couple of things to look for if you have some Barbies in your attic or in the garage. For example, the red head on the end, we don't see red hair very much, so you want to look for red heads. This one here on the end, the bubble cut, the short hair, came blonde, also in brunette. This one in the middle is my favorite because I played with her when I was a kid.
Sentimental value.
Exactly. And the 50-year-old Barbie, the number one Barbie from 1959.
She's the original.
She is the original number one Barbie. And do you have any idea what she sells for?
I have no idea, but I know that on an original I'm supposed to see if she has holes in her feet, right?
That's right,
that
because there was a number one or number two. The one with the holes in the feet is the most desirable
one. I have no idea. She's 50, let's say $250.
I like your guess because that's a lot more than what she sold for originally. But interestingly enough, Sandy's doll attic auctioned her off and she sold for $27,450.
$27,000?
$27,450.
Wow.
Yeah, so a little bit more than your guess.
Maybe I shouldn't have gotten rid of Skipper. I had Skipper, but wow, that's amazing. Okay,
I know.
Definitely look at your Barbies.
Yes.
A lot of things too. Action figures are really big.
Yes.
But I know that it's always whether or not it's still in the box, in the package. Why is that so important?
Well, everybody likes things as new as possible, as original as possible, and the best condition as possible. So you have some that end up loose because we played with them. I mean, fact of the matter is
that you were supposed to do, right?
That's exactly what you weren't supposed to keep them new in the box, but some people did. And so if it's new in the box, if it's not, does it still have the accessories that went with it? You know, if it had a little knife or a sword or whatever, a belt. Also, are the joints still tight? Do they still work? Are they still all intact?
And obviously you want these things to be clean, not scratched up,
right?
Not
No
dirty,
markers, no
food stuck in the joints,
exactly.
none of that stuff.
Exactly.
Star Wars always seems to be something we talk about when we talk about
I remember
figurines
Star
that are
Wars
worth
when it
a lot
first
of
came
money.
out. Right.
This is a C-3PO in the original box.
Yeah. What do you think this one's worth?
This is big money, big money, big money. I don't. She's $27,000. How about $15,000?
You know what? The great thing about this is that if you were like me and you saw Star Wars originally, you can actually afford this. New in the box, St. Mark's Comics is selling this for $200.
Oh,
and I think that's a pretty inexpensive price to bring a little nostalgia back into your life.
Something like this would make my brother-in-law Neil very happy.
Look, Christmas gift coming up.
Well, I'll pull our money, Neil. Comic books.
These
books always seem to be something we hear about when you could make money off them in your attic. What do we look for in a comic book?
Well, much like everything else, condition plays a huge role. Also, is it the demise of a character or is it the introduction of a character? And to give you a quick example, a few weeks ago there was an Action Comics #1 comic book, and that was the introduction of Superman. Somebody had obviously given it away, probably in a garage sale. Somebody bought it at a resale shop for 35 cents, and it sold for, I think it was $327,000.
That's amazing. We have an original X-Men here, I think from 1977. I'm going to guess, I don't know, $150.
Well, again, you're low this time, but I like how you think. This one, it's got a little crease in the corner, so the condition is not pristine. $850.
Oh, what a bargain!
If it was in mint condition, $1,500. So even better.
Wow, that's amazing.
I know.
We're out of time. I can just ask you really quickly. Tell me, a 1953 Whitey Ford baseball card would set me back how much?
$495.
$500.
Yeah,
that is amazing. I have some things we weren't able to get to, but hopefully maybe later on the webcast I can have you appraise.
Absolutely.
My great-grandmother's engagement ring that she threw in the garbage, and the garbage man brought back to her in 1886.
What a nice garbage man.
I know, she didn't want it. That's the sad part. But I ended up with it. Reyne Haines, great to have you with us. Thank you so much for being here.